Class of 2021, welcome to your virtual commencement video. It's an honor to be addressing you today, even if it has to be in the form of a video. It's really encouraging to see how much things have improved this spring, and I'm glad that we were able to offer even minimally in-person options for you. I know it's been a long haul, but you made it to graduation. Congratulations. There is so much for us to celebrate today. First, your perseverance through this pandemic. The past year and a half has been unlike anything we could have expected. Everything was disrupted, and you went from mostly in-person classes to mostly remote or flex-sync classes. I know how hard that was for you. I also know how hard it was for you to adjust your social activities as well. Of course, that's a part of the college experience, one that all of you deserve to enjoy. But even in the midst of the changes, you rose to the occasion. You made the right choices, and you kept working, and you made it to today. Second, we are celebrating your accomplishments here at Minnesota State Mankato. You have done the work needed to earn your degree, and none of it was easy work. Now, you came here to be challenged, to chase the big ideas, and to discover your place in the world. You have done that. So, congratulations on all of your achievements. Finally, we are celebrating my last class as a Maverick, and I've had the honor of watching graduates cross the stage and earn their degrees from this fine university for 19 years. This will be the very last commencement I preside over before my retirement at the end of June, and it's a great honor and pleasure to be here with you today. You are my last class to congratulate and to welcome to the lifelong Maverick family. That makes the class of 2021 even more special for me. So thank you for being part of my journey as president of Minnesota State University Mankato. I am so proud of you as you graduate today. So congratulations to each of you. Well done, class of 2021.
Congratulations to all the graduates and their loved ones. I'm so happy to be able to speak to you for a few minutes in celebration of your wonderful achievement. You've shown tremendous resilience and determination through this crisis. Those are skills that, while not on a syllabus for any of your classes, will serve you well in the future. I think we've all learned in the past year that the pathway we take through life is rarely a straight line. This past year has thrown a global pandemic in your way. This past year has put social justice under a microscope. There has been tragedy and division and uncertainty all around us, yet you persevered, and here we are on this great day for you and your family. So let's talk for just a minute about the future. I'm a historian by training. One lesson a professor here at Minnesota State Mankato taught me was that history doesn't necessarily repeat itself, but it rhymes a lot. So while none of us alive today have encountered a global pandemic before, history tells us that what happens in the aftermath of this kind of disruption is change. Fast, transformational, paradigm-shifting change that upends old conventions. What I want you to realize, keeping in mind that we're still in the middle of this, is that you've demonstrated over the past year an ability to deal with transformational change. You dealt with it and managed to keep moving towards your goals, culminating in this special day. So if there's a moment in the coming years when you're challenged, when you ask yourself if you've got this, guess what? You do. You've already shown an uncommon ability to adapt and shift and persevere. And the proof is right here today as you graduate and move on with the next stage of your life. So take a moment today, graduates, and pat yourself on the back. Take a moment today to realize that you are ready for the era of change that is ahead of us. You know you're ready because you just showed us what you can do. I want you to know that we are all so proud of you, and we know you will do great things. Again, Congratulations and best wishes. Thank you. And now it's my great honor to introduce Aaron Budge, Acting Dean of the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology.
Greetings and congratulations to the Minnesota State University Mankato May 2021 graduating class. My name is Aaron Budge, and I serve as the Acting Dean for the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology at Minnesota State Mankato. On behalf of our college, I extend our sincerest compliments and commendations to our Maverick graduates, to their friends and family members, and to each person who has made it possible for our graduates to reach the significant milestone we celebrate today. In recent months, I have participated in a series of storytelling workshops. I know this seems strange for a civil engineering professor serving as a university administrator. Nevertheless, it has been a unique chance to do some reflection on significant events from my life and to be able to share these experiences with a variety of audiences. One such story could be titled, "I Wish Everyone Could Have a Mentor and a Friend Like Dr. Joe." You see, Dr. Joseph Anthony Caliendo was an engineering professor at my alma mater, Utah State University. Time doesn't allow me to share the full story of my educational journey with you, or tell you about my master's project, which was lovingly referred to as the bucket of mud, or the time Dr. Joe asked a young PhD student, me, to teach an engineering surveying class for him so he could take an acoustic guitar class that happened to be at the same time. I can't say much about his careful guidance as I prepared for an interview halfway across the country in Mankato, Minnesota, in hopes of working for a very new civil engineering program, or share with you all about my subsequent years of wonderful associations and personal growth as my career has developed. Throughout my story, I can tell you there is one common thread: a great mentor who believed in me. A year and a half ago, literally a week before my oldest son was to begin his own journey at Utah State and study under Dr. Joe, I was devastated to hear that Joe had passed away of a massive heart attack. My son would not have the chance to learn from the one who truly charted my course in so many small and crucial ways. My hope, which I expressed at our college convocation the week after his passing, was that my son would have someone placed in his path who could serve as his Dr. Joe. With this in mind, I have two requests for our graduates. First, please take a minute and think about those special mentors who have influenced your lives. They may be watching this virtual ceremony with you. Maybe your paths diverged and you may not have had recent contact with them. Or perhaps, like Dr. Joe, they may no longer physically be with us. Think about them. Remember and appreciate them. If possible, reach out to them and let them know what they mean to you. Please take the opportunity while you have the chance. Second, as the next chapter of your lives launches and you move on to employment, to graduate or professional school, or whatever else lies in store, watch for opportunities to be that mentor. Many will be watching you, especially as you accomplish the great things we anticipate you will achieve. You will impact more lives than you now realize. Be mindful of those you can guide. Be the mentor that mirrors and magnifies those who have served as yours. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our graduating student speaker from the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, Jacqueline Asplund. Jacqueline is graduating today from the Manufacturing Engineering Technology program and originally hails from Sweden. Hälsningar till våra svenska vänner. In reflecting on her time as a Maverick, Jacqueline has expressed gratitude to her advisor and her professors, along with many individuals in the international office, and to the Maverick family as a whole. She has accepted a position at the company for which she has served as an intern and looks forward to the opportunities in front of her. Det är mitt nöje att presentera Jacqueline Asplund. Thank you.
What's up? Those were the first words I heard when entering the classroom 5 years ago. I wasn't sure what to answer, and all I can think about was, what's up? Is she talking about the ceiling? Well, later on, I realized that this is just a greeting, and I then continued the topic to tell her about every minute of my day. You see, instances like these were not out of the ordinary. I had been confused by English in the past. Being 15 years old and dyslexic, I barely passed my English classes in Sweden. Before I continue, I want to congratulate all the graduates. Today is a great day. Even though it might not be as you envisioned it entering college, it is still a day you have been waiting for, and you have so many reasons why you should celebrate this day to its fullest with family and friends. You have survived long lab reports, physics exams, and a pandemic. And who can forget about freshman move-in day? You should be proud that you made it here in one piece. When we were younger, we were always asked, what is it you want to be when you grow up? Think back to that time. Maybe you're getting a degree that encompasses everything you wanted to be as a kid. But along the way, for some of us, myself included, we examined those goals and started to think about them less abstractly and more realistically. My plans have changed several times. I bet you all know who Elon Musk is. Well, I look nothing like him, so no wonder I didn't picture myself as an engineer. In high school, I barely passed my science courses, thinking that college wouldn't be for me, and then went and got myself a big girl job as an assembly line worker. After just a month, I would prove myself wrong, as my curiosity for science and mechanics kept growing as I climbed through the company. Fast forward, and I became a student at Minnesota State. In my first semester, I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. Then I wanted to be a journalist, and then I finally landed in manufacturing engineering. You see, we enter college to get a degree, and we may change our major at a time or so, but whatever degree you have today, we all have something in common. Minnesota State taught us that we can go further than we ever thought was possible, and that life is ever changing. Faculty and staff evoked our passion in our majors and gave us the right tools for future success. They believed in us, so we believed in ourselves. In March of 2020, we were all forced to adapt because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Minnesota State could not have done a better job stepping up and making sure that the financial and mental support was available. I lost my job, like so many in our community. And as an international student, I experienced the fear of losing everything I had worked for by possibly being forced to leave the country. All of us were impacted in some way. And all of us were taught the important life skills of adaptability, resilience, and innovation. So what's up, guys? As you can see, I passed those courses after all, because here I am today, the grown version of the confused, dyslexic international girl about to start my first big job on Monday. What I would like to leave you with is that life is ever changing, and it will come with challenges. And when it does, remember the Minnesota State vision. You can go further than you ever thought was possible. Your Maverick family has taught you the important life skills more so than your final GPA or your first paycheck. You now have a degree, and maybe you know what you're going to do. And it's okay if you don't, because there's one thing you always will be. You will always be a Maverick.
I have one final message to share as we wrap up this video commencement ceremony. I'm excited about the future because of you. You know, it's your experiences living through this pandemic that have actually prepared you to make a difference in the real world. So as you head out on the next stage of your journey, I know you will be prepared to face whatever comes your way. You will carry your Maverick spirit with you, always, and will always be part of our Maverick family. One of my favorite moments in commencement is when the graduates turn their seats to thank their families and special friends who have helped them get to this day. So please take time to do that at some point today. Please also make time today to officially move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left. That small action signifies your induction into the community of scholars, which you have worked so hard to earn. So whether you are completing an undergraduate degree, a master's, or a doctorate, please know that it has been an honor to be a part of your educational journey. Now, as our newest graduates, I urge you to go into the world filled with hope for the future, and this spirit is what defines all of us and joins us together in a Minnesota State University family as Mavericks. So congratulations, class of 2021.